Good evening and welcome to Hudson Valley Week in Review, where we look back at the people, places, and issues making news in Ulster County and the region. I'm Amy Greene. Tonight we begin with a new resolution that could impose travel limits on Ulster County employees. The county legislature's Ways and Means Committee is proposing a policy that would require legislative approval for most travel by employees. If the measure moves forward, employers who work for the county clerk, district attorney, comptroller, or sheriff would need approval from the county finance department and legislature prior to acquiring any travel costs. Additionally, the policy would require employees to take part in online training and webinars. The proposal comes after legislatures recently discovered during the county's 2015 budget review process that Comptroller Elliot Auerbach had been spending thousands of taxpayer dollars on out-of-state conference trips for his employees. Auerbach says the travel was beneficial by providing continuing training for his office workers, and that County Executive Michael Hine approved every trip. We recently sat down with Richard Gerentine, chairman of the Ways and Means Committee, to talk more about the proposed governing travel policy. Here's part of that conversation.
I've been in office for 12 different terms, 24 years. Lifelong resident of Marlborough. I've been supervisor, councilman in the town of Marlborough. Like I said, I've been elected 12 terms to the county legislative body. I was chairman of Ulster County when we didn't have a county exec. The county chairman was basically the executive of the county. I've been chairman of Ways and Means for many years prior to being chairman, and the past few years I've been chairman of Ways and Means too. Also, I have businesses in the southern part of Ulster County. I develop and construct affordable senior housing projects. I've been in all my life in my private businesses. I've been involved in sand and gravel businesses for 17 years with my brother, and then for the last 15 years I've been involved with the affordable senior housing projects. Well, we had no policy at all in the past. We evaluated, my fellow legislators and myself said that it's about time that we should have a policy in place. And we are here to not prohibit travel, but there again try to control travel in a way where it's used the most economical way. We want people to get more education, more utilization of whatever is out there, any expertise to help them in their fields. But there again, we like to contain the cost in order to do such. So that's why we're going to hopefully implement a policy that is going to be fair to everybody throughout Ulster County. Either certifications in their fields of whatever field they might be involved with, some kind of certification that there's required by the state in order to perform their duties, and just for educational purposes to enhance or expand their horizons in education so that they can perform their jobs better. Well, hopefully we do have a resolution in place. Hopefully other legislators will add to it. But it'll be basically that up to a certain dollar amount, a threshold of a dollar amount, it would be in their personal budget, the department head's budgets. It would go through the county finance person to say yes or no. And after a certain dollar threshold amount, it would come back to the Ways and Means Committee to be evaluated if it is a worthwhile expedition for the individual to go on. I'm sure other counties have policies. We have not did a survey of what other policies they have. We feel that what we're going to implement is going to be very fair to our department heads, and they're still going to be able to run their departments in a fair, more knowledgeable way. Like I said, we are not trying to prohibit them, we are just trying to contain the cost. Well, that's one thing we're going to emphasize, the fact that the online training, more local training, things of that nature. I mean, we had travel that went beyond outside of New York State, Florida, Reno, Nevada, Houston, Texas, or Austin, Texas. Are they necessary? I don't know. I didn't do evaluation of them. But there again, in the future, if that's the case, they're going to these locations, they're going to have to justify why they're going to these locations. I have asked the county executive for his opinion regarding some thoughts. He has given me his personal ideas. We try to implement some of the things that he would like. There again, after we implement our policy, legislators put something forth. There's a resolution. Hopefully, it'll pass, and then he has and during the charter itself, a vehicle to either veto that or basically agree with that. But I think overall he's very encouraged by doing something along these lines. So we have a meeting next week with Ways and Means. I've asked every legislator to, we have a resolution out there on the table. I've asked every legislator to add to it, delete to this resolution. We'll have a discussion in Ways and Means. Hopefully we can come to some kind of consensus of some type. We will forward it to the Rules and Laws Committee. They will evaluate that, and hopefully it'll come back to the legislative body, hopefully by the end of the year, for a vote.
When we come back, we take a look at a new dual pipeline project that has many Ulster County residents and organizations up in arms. Also ahead, we'll introduce you to the newest American citizens naturalized in Ulster County. We'll be right back.